Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name's Kevin, I am a geek, you are watching Kevin the Geek, and welcome to October. So happy Halloween everybody. I know some people really love Halloween, some people not so much. For me, I can take it or leave it personally, but of course with it being Halloween there will be a couple of Halloween related stuff coming in for the month of October. So I just want to use this quick little video, first of all, to say thank you to all of my subscribers throughout the month of September, all of my subscribers to the Patreon through the month of September as well. Much love to each and every single one of you. Now, in terms of what the plan is for the month, basically there is going to be a couple of Patreon requests that are going to be coming out for the channel. So on the 1st of October, so tomorrow as this is coming out, 2 episodes of the show Drop Dead Donkey, which were a request from, I think it was the Balding Brummie. Those have already been out on Patreon for a little while. They will be coming out for YouTube on the 1st of October. That is the pilot episode and the very first episode, Series 1, Episode 1. I was only requested to do one, but I thought there's a pilot available, why not do both? Now, coming out on Patreon today, as this video is coming out, the other current Patreon request is Upstart Crow, which is a show featuring David Mitchell, where he basically plays William Shakespeare. I know, weirdly, doesn't sound like something that would be very funny, yet I really enjoyed it. So that is currently going to be out on Patreon right now, and it will be coming out onto YouTube, well, a Daily Motion video later on in October, so stay tuned for those. The other thing sort of Patreon related, of course, I am doing a couple of movies, well, 4 to be exact, for Halloween. Now, at the time of me releasing this video, 2 of those 4 movies are currently available on Patreon. Remember, they are the full uncut versions of them. That is Beetlejuice and The Addams Family, the 1991 live action version. Coming out this Saturday is going to be Hocus Pocus. The following Saturday, that will be Scary Movie. And all 4 of those will be again coming out onto YouTube by the end of October in their sort of edited and condensed forms. But if you want to see the full uncut versions, they will be available on Patreon. So, as for everything else that is going to be coming out onto YouTube, of course, the In-Betweeners, I'll be finishing Series 2, which will mean I will then swap over to doing Outnumbered Series 2. And my plan, if all goes well, similarly to what I did with the In-Betweeners, I will hopefully have every single episode of Series 2 of Outnumbered recorded. That is all 7 episodes. And they will, in theory, go out on, again, Patreon early so that you can watch them if you don't want to wait on a week-by-week basis, which will take us through to the end of November. Big thing that, of course, is coming up that I know a lot of people are going to be very sad about. We're coming to the end of Still Game. It officially ends this month. Officially this month. We have 4 episodes left to go, and I am so gutted that it's going to be coming to an end. It is, of course, been my most watched show that I've done on YouTube, and I've absolutely loved every single moment of it. Of course, when the show ends, that will not be the end of Still Game content, because I am going to do, I think it's called Still Game That's Plenty, which is something that aired on BBC Scotland following the ending of the show. It was sort of like a bit of a talking through with some of the guests, some of the stars of the show, talking maybe about their experiences on the show. So I'm definitely going to check that out. I am planning on doing a Still Game quiz for the channel, and I'm definitely at least thinking of doing at least one Still Game ranking video. Ranking, I don't know whether I'll do ranking of characters, ranking of episodes, or some of my favourite ones. I don't know. I'm still kind of working my way through that. But yeah, Still Game comes to an end this month. There's, of course, going to be 4 episodes of Benidorm this month. We're still on Series 9 of that. What else we got? There'll be another episode of One Fight the Grave, another episode of Only Fools and Horses, 2 episodes of Not Going Out, an episode of Knowing Me, Knowing You with Alan Partridge, which I should just briefly say, for 1 week only. So that episode of Knowing Me, Knowing You, Alan, with Knowing Me, you know what I'm talking about. That which is episode 5, that originally aired on the 14th of October 1994, that was. So it's the 30th anniversary of that show, or at least of that episode this month. So, because that falls on a Monday, I'm just going to swap around Benidorm and that for 1 week only. So that one, which will be a Monday, the 14th of October, that will be Know Me, Knowing You with Alan Partridge. Then on the 15th, that will be that week's episode of Benidorm. Just so you got the heads up with that one. Of course, Ghosts is going to be back very aptly with it being Halloween, and that will actually be pretty much a year to when I started the show, because I did that as part of my 13 Days of Halloween last year. So another episode of Ghosts, of course, 2 episodes of Goodnight Sweetheart, 2 more episodes of Dave Gorman, 1 being Modern Life is Goodish, and of course 1 being Important Astrology Experiment. And also towards the end of the month, I'll be doing 4 episodes of Inside Number 9, 3 of which will complete Series 1, which is episodes 4, 5 and 6. And then on Halloween itself, I will be doing an episode which came later on in the run, around about the time of Series 4, Series 5, there or thereabouts, which is a live episode of Inside Number 9. And that one, it was basically a Halloween special. I don't know if it was aired on Halloween night or maybe a couple of days before, but again, I just thought that was really, really apt. So that will be really, really interesting to do. Of course, I know that there's going to be some shows that, of course, I've just not been able to fit in this month. Andy, I know you're going to talk about Rising Damp. Again, Rising Damp will come back at some point, but with me kind of building towards Christmas, I'm really focusing on the shows that I want to try and get done so that I can do the Christmas specials in December. That's ultimately where my plan is going. So realistically, some of the shows that aren't in this month probably aren't going to be appearing until next year. That's the fundamental facts of it. So apologies if there's something that you're really, really looking forward to, but of course, let me know of shows you would like me to see do, because I have plans that a couple of shows I would really, really, really like to try and complete in the early part of next year. Things like maybe Black Books, or maybe Gimme Gimme Gimme, or something like that. Smoking Room, definitely, because there's only 1 more series left of that. Maybe I'm trying to work out how I'll do them, but if I can get a couple of shows, maybe in the early weeks of the year, if I can get them completed, that will free up some of the slots that I do, which will allow other shows to come in and get done on maybe a weekly basis or a monthly basis or whatever. So yeah, that's where we're going with that. November, I'm still working things out. There may be a couple of slots that I can push something in. December is now booked. I've booked every day of December. There's a couple of days that I don't know where things are going to fall, because there's 3 things that are going to be coming out at some point over the Christmas period, i.e. the Doctor Who Christmas special, the Gavin and Stacey finale, which I know is going to be weird because I've not done any Gavin and Stacey on the channel, but I have seen it. I do love that show, and I have to do a reaction. It's just got to be done. Maybe I'll do a retrospective reaction of the rest of Gavin and Stacey at some point in the future, but I need to do, that final episode as soon as it kind of really comes out. Hopefully that'll get a few extra views. And there's going to be a Wallace and Gromit new special coming out, so I want to do that. But of course, at this moment in time, I don't know when they're going to be coming out in December, so I can't plan them in days-wise. But I like to think I've got a really nice mixture of stuff. Obviously, some stuff that has been building up to for a little while. I'll be doing some stuff. I'll be doing like a couple of game shows, some kids kind of related TV. There's at least one sitcom that I've never done on the channel before that there's a Christmas special of, which stars Robin Williams, which I think I might even be able to get onto YouTube. So that will be something that I I'm going to try and do if I can. A couple of Christmas movies, of course. So yeah, lots and lots of stuff for the channel. There's actually the next episode of Gimme Gimme Gimme, which I believe airs after Series 1, before Series 2. I will be doing in December, because that's apparently a Millennium episode, so I'll do that around about the New Year point. But no, that is my plans for October. I hope you enjoyed all the content that is to come. Apologies if there's anything that I've not said that you really want to see. Of course, on Patreon there is a tier called the Super Geek tier, which is where you can get yourself a guaranteed reaction. I originally started that as just one person per month. I've now opened that up to 2 people per month. So if there's something that you really want to see, then I can do that as a guaranteed reaction if you subscribe to the Super Geek tier level. But that is going to do it for today. I hope you enjoy, like I said, I hope you have a wonderful October. But for now, my name's Kevin. I'm a geek, and you've been watching Kevin the Geek. Goodbye.